So in this video, I'm going to talk about the cell cycle and how that relates to cancer. So first, let's define everything. So abnormal cell growth is called the neoplasm. And you've heard of the terms malignant and benign. And so when it comes to cancer, malignant neoplasms are not cancerous. Benign neoplasms are not cancerous. Meaning that they do not invade neighboring cells and they pretty much don't spread. Malignant is the opposite, so it invades other cells and it's essentially resulting from mutated genes. More specifically, genes that regulate the cell cycle. Cell cycle. And sorry if I wasn't really clear, but a neoplasm is just another word for tumor. And so as you may have already kind of guessed, a lot of cancer is due to environmental factors, and 80 to 90% actually is due to environmental factors, not genetics. And let me clear this. Carcinogens, as many of you may have heard before, cause mutation in cells. Cause mutation in cells and can lead to cancer. And cancer, once again, just to redefine it, is uncontrolled cell growth of abnormal cells. And so let's talk a little bit about cancer cells. So cancer cells have They have abnormal nuclei. They undergo metastasis. And essentially what that means is it travels off. Metastasis means that it travels off and just like spreads to other regions. Cancer cells also undergo angiogenesis. And what angiogenesis is the growth of blood vessels. And so cancer cells actually need a lot more nutrients and stuff. So they can give out chemical signals to have blood vessels grow towards them to provide them with nutrients. So angiogenesis is formation of new blood vessels. And cancer cells are not specialized. And they do not contribute to homeostasis. And one really cool thing about cancer cells, well, not cool, but like unique, is that they lost contact inhibition. So let's talk about that. So contact inhibition. And so let's say there are some cells here just multiplying in a dish. So there are some cells here undergoing mitosis. And so normal cells, once they get to a certain level, once they have all other cells surrounding it, let's take this cell for example, it's not going to grow anymore. And so that would be a normal cell. However, in cancer cells, we'll use blue as cancer cells just grow more and more. They don't care what's next to them. They just still multiply in just uncontrolled cell growth. And what's also unique is that they don't need a framework to grow on. So they don't have to have something to grow on. They could just grow